Welcome to the Introduction to Theta Healing session. I am so happy to see you here. My name is Sana Naseem. I am based in Karachi, Pakistan. I'm a Theta Healing instructor, a mindfulness meditation teacher, and I'm also a business mentor. And I have worked as a mentor with Cherie Blair Foundation in their Mentoring for Women in Business program. I'm an entrepreneur and I have a wealth tech company by the name of Quantamine. I will be your facilitator for today. I'm excited that you guys have joined me here for this session, which is about Introduction to Theta Healing. It will be a 60-minute session in which you can ask your questions towards the end of the session. And if there are many questions, then I will stay with you here till the end, of course. Don't worry about that. But if you have to take care of something else in your life, then you're more than welcome to silently leave the meeting because I respect your time and your presence. Okay, so if you guys can quickly write in the chat box where you are from, then that would be great. So before we begin, I want to let you know that there is a gift for you that I will announce towards the end. So just stick around for 60 minutes and then I will announce the gift. So let's begin. And we may experience some internet disturbances because due to some changing political situation in my home country, we are experiencing issues with the internet. But this is a fairly new development. I had two choices: to postpone the session or to be here and trust the creator that everything will be fine, will be all right. And the participants will understand and we will connect with each other on an energetic level. So here I am. I chose not to be a victim of the circumstances or the excuses, and I'm glad I did the right thing. So let me begin by giving you a little bit of background as to why this work is helpful. In childhood, many individuals they possess natural psychic abilities. In fact, all of us possess natural psychic abilities, and they can be quite strong. But often, what happens is parents they are not supportive of their children's psychic experiences, and they sometimes even discourage them by saying that these experiences are just imagination. So, this lack of validation and safety can cause the child to suppress their natural psychic ability. And this leads to a loss of creativity. And eventually, we are unable to develop our intuition growing up. So, this session is for you if you feel that you have a strong intuition, or maybe you're now ready to strengthen your intuition and transform your life. So if you look at the human learning cycle, you will see that we start to learn about life and create our programs, our beliefs while we are still in our mother's womb. We are conditioned to be a certain way, to have certain beliefs about people, situations, countries. We are conditioned from a very early age. In fact, even before our birth. This means that the way we behave is influenced by the programs that we adopt even before our birth. And that's the time when we are not even conscious of these programs. So that's why when we begin our healing journey through Theta Healing, what we do, we go deeper into our childhood programming, even if it takes us towards digging into the point of our conception. It's important. This is deep work. And we will talk about theta healing, what it is, its definition. This is deep work. And it can be sometimes difficult to identify all the programs that shape our preferences, our tendency. But with theta healing technique, we start to find out the root cause of all that no longer serves us. So if something comes naturally and easily to you, it's likely because you have a program from childhood that supports that particular thing, that particular belief. But on the other hand, if something requires a lot of effort or a struggle to achieve it, then maybe it is because due to the programs that do not support them. So it's important to understand our programming, the way we are conditioned, and how it influences our lives. What comes easily to you is because you have programs to support that. And anything that you struggle with in life is because you do not have supporting programs from your childhood. So, what we do to change our life, we change our programs. Now, if you ask me, maybe you're wondering which programs should I change? So we do not have to change all the programs. Only those that are not serving us in our life. We change those. We focus on those programs. They are the limiting programs. They are the limiting beliefs. So this session, which is an introduction to theta healing technique, is for you if you're ready to go beyond your limiting beliefs. If you're ready to step out of your fear zone, if you're ready to step out of your comfort zone, this session is for you if you're ready to find who you truly are. Okay? So in theta healing, what we do, we identify programs or belief systems that we feel that they are creating troubles in our life. Okay? So maybe they exist in relationship, for example. So you know you have to change your beliefs about relationship, and then you can work on yourself. First step is to recognize that the patterns they come from our programming, our childhood programming. And good news is that you can change it. You can evolve by working on all these things. So now that you have a little bit of background, let's talk about theta healing. Theta healing is an energy healing and self-development modality. And I would like to explain this with an analogy. So working with theta healing is similar to what happens when, let's say, there is a sandstorm. And if you're in a sandstorm, it can blur your vision for some time. And you're unable to see clearly, of course, when you're in a sandstorm. But when the sandstorm passes, you will regain clarity of vision, and then you will be able to see what lies ahead. So, in the same way, without awareness, our vision for this life is not clear. So, once we are able to gain clarity by understanding ourselves, then we can look at the world and our life with a different perspective. So in theta healing, we believe that in order to change the world around us, we need to first change ourselves. We need to heal ourselves. We need to look at things, we need to look at our life from a different perspective. And then let go of what is no longer working for us. And then we replace it with what leads to abundance, health, happiness, love, respect, and wealth. Now, yes, it is a self-development modality. It is spiritual in nature. It is a spiritual meditation technique. And I call it a technique that helps individuals find a reason behind their behavior or behind their beliefs or their pattern or programming that is no longer working for them. And then move towards transforming the root cause of it. And the tool that we use in theta healing is theta healing meditation. Now, theta healing, what we do, we view everything as energy. Your body is an energy. The words that you use has an energy. That's why when we practice theta healing technique, we must be careful of how we talk to others and ourselves. What words do we use on daily basis? How do you think about yourself? All these things, they determine your self-esteem and self-worth. Everything is connected. Once you dive into this world of theta healing, you will find that everything is connected. One thing leads to another. And if you can solve the root cause of a problem, all issues can be resolved. And when we talk about theta healing, we follow a digging process, and it leads us to the change that we desire. Now, the digging process involves a series of questions that takes us to the bottom belief, the core belief. And if you're wondering why we need this digging process when we can simply talk to our subconscious mind, then yes, see, there is a belief that yes, we can talk to our subconscious mind to change our programs. We can use affirmations for this. But usually when we do this, when people do this, they find that even after talking to their subconscious minds and repeating the same affirmations, they find themselves playing their limiting programs again and again. They get upset at themselves, frustrated because they think, I keep talking to myself, to my subconscious mind, and nothing is changing. So you have to remember that subconscious mind does not work like this, where you repeat certain affirmations throughout the day and the subconscious mind changes. No, it does not work like this. Your subconscious mind is like a recorder. It records everything. Bruce Lipton, who is an internationally recognized leader in bridging science and spirituality, says that you are like an entity in the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind is just like a machine. It records everything that goes in and around you. It pushes a button and it plays back all the programming, all the records, everything. So if you're trying to talk to the subconscious mind, thinking that, okay, there is someone listening to me and things will change, it can be frustrating because according to Bruce Lipton, there is nobody who's listening to you, because that's not how subconscious changes. And that's why most people, they have a lot of problems and they get angry at themselves when nothing changes. The conscious mind is called creative, and it can learn by listening to a podcast, attending a webinar, just like you guys, reading a self help book, attending a lecture, watching a video, or reading an article. What's happening? Your conscious mind is taking everything in. It's absorbing everything. This is what your conscious mind is doing right now. So if you read a self help book, the conscious mind understood it, but the subconscious mind learned nothing from it because you only read it once. And this is not how it learns. If you repeat the message of the book over and over again by putting it into practice and behave in that way, then the subconscious mind will learn a new behavior. With the subconscious mind, it is about creating a habit when you practice and repeat everything over and over again through your actions. So you can say that there are two ways in which you can change your programs, and they are: first, you work on your conscious mind, which you are doing right now, and second is you do it over and over again to train your subconscious mind. And to train your subconscious mind, we use the process of digging in theta healing by going into a theta meditative state. Now, why do we have to repeat the process to make it a part of our subconscious mind? Because the subconscious mind is like a database of stored programs. These programs, they come from programming a child from the early age. So all the programming that we receive during the last trimester of pregnancy through the first 7 years of life, they are all stored in our subconscious mind. And there is no thinking involved. It's more like subconscious mind is recording everything. You push the button, it will play the program because the programs are stored there. So the first 7 years, the mind is operating in a theta state, which means that the brain waves, they operate at a very slow level. And when I say slow, it doesn't mean that the activity is slow. But theta brainwave activity is a very relaxed state. It represents a zone between waking and sleeping. This is the brainwave that will enhance creativity. It also enhances intuition. So it easily stores memories, emotions, sensations. Theta waves are strong during meditation. during prayer, spiritual awareness. And when we are in a theta state for the first 7 years of our life, we observe everything, we store it in our subconscious mind. And after you are 7, you form habits by repeating those stored programs over and over again, practicing, repeating, practicing, repeating. And interestingly, these are stored programs which comes from observing the behavior of others, such as our parents, our siblings, our friends, community, people around us. And it is believed that up to 70% of these learned behaviors are self-sabotaging, they are disempowering, and they are limiting. Up to 70%. Yes, you're right. That's a lot. So our subconscious mind, it runs on these learned programs, 70% of which are self-sabotaging. So it is clear that most of the time, without the supervision of conscious mind, what we do, we operate out of the field of awareness. It means that our lives are more or less under the control of the programs provided by other people. And most of the time, we are not living the lives that our conscious mind desires. That's why this is where digging comes in. This is why it is necessary to dig deeper into the beliefs hidden in our subconscious mind. Are you with me so far? Yes? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yes. Yeah. Okay, good. Yes, it's pretty cool stuff. Okay, so let's see what we have next. So from the womb to age 7, the brain is in theta state. There is literally no filter during this time, and we take everything in. So when we talk about consciousness, then by definition, you have to be able to think something. To think something, you have to have information about it to think. And as a child, what we do, we collect this information from the adults around us. Up to the age of 7, all the data is downloaded in our subconscious mind before our conscious mind is activated. And at this stage, you cannot filter the data because it's getting stored. We are in a theta state. And what we do, we just download data from family members, from primary caregivers, from our environment, nature and nurture. Pretty cool stuff. Are you with me so far? Okay, so let's imagine you were once a kid, okay, and you really wanted a toy and you threw a tantrum, but your dad, he yelled at you and said, "You don't deserve things. You need to behave properly first." Now imagine you are a teenager and you had a crush on someone and you decided to ask them out, but they turned you down and they said, "You're not good enough for me." And now let's imagine today you are planning to start your own business and you're feeling confident and you're ready to handle everything. Okay, all the struggles, all the hurdles, everything, but your subconscious mind is still running on those old programs from your childhood and your teenage years. What program? You don't deserve these things. You need to behave first. You're not good enough. So if these hurtful words are stuck in your mind, then you might unconsciously hold yourself back from doing whatever you want to do or reaching your full potential. So yes, you're making wonderful plans of a great future, and you're just making plans and you're not paying attention to your subconscious mind, but your subconscious mind is automatically engaging in self-sabotaging behavior because it wants to make sure that your reality, it matches the program of not deserving. So you see, this is why healing work such as theta healing is super important. This is why digging deeper into our subconscious programs is super important. Our behavior is automatically controlled by the subconscious mind programs. When the conscious mind is not focused on the present moment, our subconscious mind it creates its own reality. And you see, it's a chain, it's a loop. When the conscious mind is preoccupied in thoughts and not paying attention, of course, yes, you're right. Yes, it is all about being in the moment, in the moment. Yes, of course. Okay, so when you're not in the moment, our conscious mind, it does not observe the automatic behaviors that are based on the programs of the subconscious mind. And 95% or more of our behavior comes from the subconscious mind programming. So most of the time, we behave in a way which is invisible to us because it comes directly from the subconscious mind. So what do we do about it? It is simple. We could get our subconscious mind to agree with our conscious mind. When our subconscious mind agrees with our conscious mind, that's when we witness change. And why do we want to do this? Why do we want to do this? Because conscious mind is reading, it is learning, it is attending seminars just like you, it is listening to webinars, it is listening to all the recordings of the webinars and everything. Conscious mind is creative. And when our subconscious mind agrees with the conscious mind, that means instead of the invisible behavior, we will now be behaving in a more conscious way. We will now be more aware. Our perspective is always limited by how much we know. When we expand our knowledge, we transform our lives. So, being in a Theta Healing seminar is one way to bring your subconscious mind in agreement with your conscious mind. And for that, what we do, we identify where our beliefs are coming from. Are they core level beliefs, beliefs that we adopted in our childhood? And most of them we adopt while we are in a theta state. We talked about this a while ago. Secondly, are the history level beliefs, beliefs that we adopt from society, from the land that we live in, and the beliefs that are part of collective consciousness. Then there are genetic level beliefs, beliefs that we adopt from our ancestors, and they are part of our DNA. That's why you must remember that not all beliefs are your own. You only choose to activate them in your DNA memory. And sometimes one belief can be on multiple levels, so it becomes a part of your soul level belief. Okay? Yes, it is pretty cool. Fascinating stuff. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in theta healing, of course, it's a versatile healing modality. We go deep into meditation state, and by following this roadmap, which was given by Vayana Stiebel, who is the founder of theta healing, when we follow this roadmap, it activates our theta brainwave. And we observe with focused thought and connection to the creator that the transformation is taking place in the energetic field and in our DNA. Our DNA has memory of everything. So when we witness changes in our DNA, we change our life, we change our energy. When we change the words that we use, we transform our life because we give different messages to our subconscious mind related to how we want our life to be. And in this way, what we do, we start to be the creator of our reality, the co-creator of our reality. So basically, what we're doing in theta healing, we want to change our thinking. We want to release the programs that are no longer serving us, and we make a space to move towards growth mindset. Now, how can theta healing help you? So when we listen to our limiting beliefs, what are limiting beliefs? Beliefs that bind us, they keep us stuck, and beliefs that do not let us see the possibilities. So in theta healing, what we do, we go beyond these limiting beliefs. Okay, the real problem is that we operate from limited understanding about who we are, how life and universe works. We make it our reality. We make the limited beliefs and the limited conditioning, we make it our reality. We perceive it as truth. We perceive it as something which is a reality. But when we practice theta healing, We understand our own beliefs, we understand our own programs, our own patterns. And then, with critical shifts in the perception of our reality, we co create a different reality for ourselves. In theta healing, what we do, we talk about expansion. Okay, when you practice theta healing, you experience your power of being a co-creator of your reality instead of being a passive spectator in the world around you. Of course, you're right. You're right. I'm looking at the chat. Yes, you're right. This work may not be easy, but and there will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. But the most important thing is to keep going and to remember that each challenge is an opportunity to grow and learn. You have to set a clear intention. You change your belief system. You focus your energy. You raise your vibration, and the world around you will conform to your level of consciousness. It is all about that. Okay. Have you ever seen a bird with one wing only? Just one wing, flying with just one wing? No, I hope not. Yes, no, of course. Positive, negative, good, bad. Your perception and the reality of that perception, they're all part of life. You need both wings to understand your life and fly high like a bird. You need balance. You look at the reality of what's happening. Okay, there are internet issues. Okay, that's one wing. And then at the same time, you choose to believe the possibilities. Okay, how can I be present for the participants who have registered for this webinar? How can I believe in the possibilities? It requires you to go beyond your circumstances. That is your second ring. It's all about balance. Okay. And of course, I'm not saying that once you take your first step, you take the first seminar, you will start to love yourself immediately and the flowers will bloom and the stars will shine wherever you go. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is to trust in the possibility that yes, this too can happen. It is possible, you're worth it. It's a process. You feel limitless with what you can do with your thoughts, your energy. And initially, the process may be a bit difficult, but it is worth it. Okay. Okay, so far we know about Theta State, we know what Theta Healing is, we work with belief system, we know about subconscious mind, we know about the power of using the right words, everything is an energy. We start to learn when we are in our mother's womb. Two more important aspects of Theta Healing are energetic downloads and visualization. In Theta Healing, what we do, we connect to the Creator using the Theta meditation and we witness all the healings. Okay, we visualize that the Creator is making changes and we witness it. And to complete the whole process, what we do, we take support from downloads. What are downloads? These are programs or codes that supports you in your healing journey to upgrade your energy. Okay, we witness that the energy, so when we are giving downloads, the practitioner will witness that the energy of some new programs and belief systems are being downloaded on every level of your belief system in every single cell of your body. Okay, and we do this with the connection of the Creator. Now, how can get back to we'll get back to this. How Theta Healing can help you? First, we'll talk about financial benefits. So the way we behave in our programming, it all comes from our subconscious mind. We know this all this by now. So when we reprogram our subconscious mind through Theta Healing, through the process of digging with the help of Creator, through energetic downloads, we understand the situation we are in, and we clear our blocks towards financial abundance. We release the limiting beliefs and feelings about our relationship with money because a lot of it comes from the way finances are handled in our families. Finances were handled by our ancestors. So, with this work, you look at where you are right now with your finances and you look at it with a new perspective. Maybe you carry your mother or your father's belief around money. So once you identify these limiting beliefs and their origin, you heal them and you remove all the financial blocks one by one. Theta healing can also help support you in resolving your relationship issues. Sometimes we do not know how to accept love, how to receive respect or love from anyone because we feel we are not worth it. Um, Sometimes we even doubt the intention of the other person who shows respect or love towards us. Sometimes we feel that if we stop doing things for the other person, then this person is not going to love me anymore. So we have different beliefs about love and relationship, that how it is supposed to be. This is all because of what we learned in our childhood about relationships. And what we do once we start to heal all these things, we understand that okay, this everything, the kind of relationship that we have with ourselves, that has a huge impact on the way we handle our relationships. So with theta healing, what we do, we learn to love ourselves. We explore our relationship to ourselves because we build this conditioning, this relationship very early in our life. So once we explore it, we find out whether we reject ourselves, we accept ourselves, if it is easy for us to allow more love to flow in our life. Sometimes we even have difficulty in interacting with different people, in making friends in social situations. So if you feel you want to change that, then theta healing can help. But if you feel you do not want to change anything, then that is okay. That is your free will. And free will is a very important aspect of theta healing. Next, theta healing can also help you with your health. See, our body is a miracle. It has its own healing ability. With theta healing, using your subconscious mind and with the energy of the creator, what we do, we tap into the body's own ability to heal. There is a connection between our emotions and our body. And with theta healing, what we do, we energetically scan the body, we energetically scan the organs to release the negative beliefs, release the feelings that are not good for us, the energies that may be blocking good health. So what we do, we explore if our body is healthy, we dig deeper into illness or disease, if you have any disease, and we find out the cause that, okay, this is what's causing this in my life, and how can I change this? Yes, exactly. This is how it works. Yes. Yes. Okay. I love the activity that's going on in the chat box. That's good. Okay. So what do we have? Okay, trauma. Yes, theta healing can help with trauma, of course. So if we have experienced any kind of trauma in our life, what happens? It is stored in our body, and then it produces emotions based on that traumatic experience. But I must mention here that trauma is a sensitive issue to handle, and if you want to seek help, then I would recommend that you go to a trauma specialist for that. And at the same time, use theta healing to work on yourself. So you have a specialist working with you, and you have theta healing technique giving you tools to do the self-belief work. Okay, with theta healing, you can gain new insights into different events in your life. But if it is a trauma, then I would recommend that see a trauma specialist first. Okay. Um, okay, so yes, okay, so maybe you were in a car accident once, and there was maybe some physical or emotional abuse. You can learn from life's lessons without holding on to the emotions of the negative emotions from that event. And this we learn how to do this in theta healing. Okay. And yes, of course, another aspect of our life that theta healing can help us with is spirituality. Sometimes we're just so confused on how to build this connection with the creator. We judge ourselves. We judge the way that we talk to the creator. Sometimes we feel that we do not deserve to connect to the Creator. We do not deserve to receive abundance from the Creator. Sometimes we feel the Creator has abandoned us. We feel disconnected. So, with theta healing, what we do, we deepen our connection to the divine source, because this modality is spiritual in nature. So, with theta healing, you can begin your spiritual journey and build a solid foundation for your spiritual awakening. Now we know that theta healing can help us with all these things, because um, it helps you. Once you work on yourself, you move from a safe zone. You move from comfort zone to growth zone. Look at this chart. This is wheel of life diagram. And without self work, what we do, we stay in the comfort zone. This is still familiar. This is something we are comfortable with. It's cozy here. We feel safe. We know how to live in this space. And it is natural for us to live here with familiar people, familiar feelings, familiar emotions and places. No matter how toxic or draining the energy is, we stay here because it is comfort zone. But when we practice theta healing, we learn to slowly move from comfort zone by working on our subconscious mind to the fear zone. Subconscious mind tries to protect us, it tries to defend us. So what we do, when we move to fear zone, there can be discomfort. It can be uncomfortable for us. But what we do, we intentionally take that step. We intentionally leave the comfort zone and move towards the fear zone so that we can move towards the growth zone, the growth mindset. So if our mind is fixed, it can keep us trapped in a fear of failure. But the growth mindset, what it does, it expands the possibility. It inspires us to learn and take balanced risk, healthy risk, and to see the possibility that, okay, yes, this is possible. I can do this. And with theta healing, we do this. We move from comfort zone and then fear zone, and then we learn, and then we grow. We gain clarity. We live our dreams. We realize our aspirations because we understand our life patterns and behaviors. We explore more. We stretch ourselves. We challenge ourselves a bit more. Growth zone is where we have to be in order to live our life the way that we desire. And this is what theta healing can help you with. And when you do, and when you work on yourself, your belief system and your patterns, you start to change, you start to practice everything, you start to behave in that way. You realize that most of your fears, they do not have a lot of weight. What will people say when I do this? What will people think of me if I wear this, if I say this, if I be this way? What will people say if I fail at this? All these thoughts, they will block your mind and abundance in your life. So in theta healing, what we do, we learn to be comfortable in being uncomfortable. This is what we do. We work on our fears. You look at this chart. I love this chart. So you see guilt, fear, worry, they are all low level energies. They are all low level energies. And they keep us in a loop of suffering. We don't want to be there. We have to move upwards. We have to expand. And as I said earlier, theta healing takes us towards expansion. Okay? Another important thing that we learn in theta healing is muscle testing. Now, this is the technique that we use in theta healing to find out if we have a limiting belief in our life. Through muscle testing, what we do, we access our subconscious mind. These are, of course, yes, okay. This is okay. You guys are already aware of muscle testing. Yes. We use it in theta healing as well. Yes, we do. It helps us to access our subconscious mind. And there are some beliefs that are not there on the conscious level, but they're deep on our subconscious mind. So for theta heal, for muscle testing, what we do, uh, to find out about these beliefs, we do muscle testing. And you will learn this step by step in level 1 of theta healing. And of course, you will keep doing this in different seminars. So once we dig deeper, we find out our beliefs, where they exist, how to change them. The next step is, of course, to move towards manifestation. All this work, it makes it easy for us to raise our vibration and to manifest what we truly desire. And it all starts from recognizing our patterns, working on our blocks. Once we do that, the road to manifesting anything, it becomes smoother for us. And in theta healing, what we do, we say that once we are in a theta state, our connection to the creator is so strong that with enough self-work, enough belief work, we can manifest anything in our life. Of course, there are some rules that we have to follow. We have to be specific in what we want. We must have clarity in what we want and why we want it. And of course, always remember that there are things that you can only manifest for yourself. You cannot manifest for some other person. You cannot manifest for your parents. You cannot manifest for your children, your siblings, your husband, your wife. They are responsible for their own life. They are responsible and they deserve the right to create the life that they want and how they want. You cannot manifest anything for them. You can only manifest for yourself. And with manifestation, you have to understand, you have to make sure that your manifestation is not going to hurt or harm anyone. Okay, and we have full exercises in different theta healing seminars to learn more about manifestation. There is this beautiful manifesting in abundance course on theta healing. It's a separate course so that you can manifest easily. Now, all this sounds super exciting, but the fact is there that and some of you have already I'm looking at the chat and you guys are talking about it. Yes, there are some self-created challenges. If you're not willing to change, not willing to move from your comfort zone at all, then nothing is going to change for you. You will keep working on the agenda of other people. You will never be able to realize your own potential because you will spend your life trying to make others happy. It requires you to get out of your comfort zone and do some digging, some deep work. Work on yourself. You are smart and capable to do that. Or you can take help from a mentor or a guide, just a start. Okay, so what is the next step? It is self-discovery through theta healing, of course. If you feel you're ready to take this step, then just do this. See, if you are trying to cross a river, this is kind of a quote that I read somewhere. If you're trying to cross a river and your boat is still tied to the shore, you are not going to get anywhere. So just take that step. You will start with basic DNA seminar where you form your foundation. It is a mix of theory and practice both. And once you complete the basic seminar, you are certified as a theta healer, which means that you can take on clients if you want to, or you can continue to work on yourself by applying all that you learn in basic DNA. And to gain confidence in your skill, it is recommended that you move on to the second level after taking basic DNA. And that's when in advanced DNA, you learn more concepts. You practice more advanced level techniques. You learn how to give sessions. You learn how to work on yourself, how to witness healings. And then you move on to the third level, which is dig deeper. And dig deeper is mostly about polishing your skills as a theta healer and digging deeper into your belief system to release what is no longer working for you. And the fourth foundation seminar is You and the Creator, which is an absolutely amazing seminar. In You and the Creator, you apply everything that you learn so that you can strengthen your relationship with the Creator. Okay? And all these courses will give you the power to instantly transform your beliefs to create the life that you love. Because you see, affirmations are good. Telling yourself you love yourself is good. But to do the actual work, that's excellent. It takes courage. You go beyond your vision boards, you go beyond your affirmations. It requires you to be uncomfortable, to get out of your fear zone. But that is okay because you will get to meet the person who is hiding inside you for so long. So what we do in our foundational seminars, the focus lies on personal growth and self-improvement and spiritual development. And through these seminars, we engage in a process of clearing resentments, rejections, regrets. And all these things, they allow us to strengthen our connection to the Creator. And once we dedicate time from our busy life, dedicate time to work on ourselves, what we do, we get ready to move towards the mastery level courses. And these courses, the mastery level courses, they enable us to dig deeper into understanding and intuitively addressing the needs of our own bodies. And all this makes it possible for us to explore manifestation and to look at our life from a different perspective, from a fresh perspective. The work that you do on yourself in Theta Healing seminars, or if you take a Theta Healing session, that's priceless. You get tools to just effortlessly move towards relationship focused seminars. In advanced courses, we get the opportunity to heal and transform our relationship with the world, with our loved ones, with nature, with animals, with plants, with our friends, with the way we work, our colleagues, our business. And this transformative journey, it begins with the basic DNA seminar and your commitment to self-work. So the work that you will do in the foundation seminars, it will prepare you to create, co-create, and live a completely different life. Because you will heal your relationship with money, finances, love, creator, family, friends, the environment around you, and your relationship with yourself. And I have a special offer for all those who are with me in the session right now. And I'm giving you the link to check the original package details. And when you feel ready, just send an email. Okay, email is there in front of you. Ask for the code. It will give you access to this special gift. It is only for you. If you're ready, this special code is valid for 72 hours. Okay, just send an email, get the price, and you can choose to be in the class whenever you want to. So let's move on to the questions. Any questions that you may have, let's talk about them. We have 10 minutes. Thank you once again, and honored to have you here with me. Of course, if you choose to stay for the question and session, please do. And if you have to take care of something, we still have 10 minutes. We can have a nice Q&A session. Any questions that you may have, just write them in the chat box and we can address them. Of course, you can connect with me. You can write an email, you can connect by WhatsApp, you can check our website, you can check our Instagram, you can post about the session, you can connect on Facebook, so many places that you can get in touch with us. If you have any questions, just send an email and we will respond to your queries. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, oh, questions, yes, let's talk about the question. Of course, of course, of course, of course. If you want to leave, you can. And yes, it is valid for 72 hours. You just have to send an email. Just send an email, okay? Just send an email to this address. And if you send email within the next 72 hours, you will be eligible for the cost. Yes, 72 hours. Starting, yes. So I'll give you 10 more minutes. Yes, of course. You'll start in 10 minutes. Think about it. Think about it and give yourself some time. Think about this. And if it feels right to you, then definitely go for it. This healing modality by Vayana Skyfall, it is a life-changing modality. Yes. Let's address the questions now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying with me for so long. Thank you so much. And I will see you in class. Take care.